Welcome to Reread. Today I want to go over the Empire Strikes Back comic books. I don't know if I ever reviewed these. Maybe I did, but rereading the old Marvel Empire Strikes Back comic books, it's 6 issues, basically issues 39 to 44 of the series. It's great. It's great. It's so much fun. There's a lot here. Luke, when he sees the Wampa, says, "Son of a jumpin'," and then the Wampa attacks him. Son of a jumpin' what? Womp rat? What were you going to say there? So weird. There's a lot of little added lines here. It does show Wampa's arm breaking through the ice after Han and Leia fight, but Han and Leia are fighting in a hangar bay, not in a hallway, in an open hangar bay. Like a lot of the scenes, whoever did this comic book did not do the movie shot by shot, and I'm thankful for that. They did different angles. They did different, it's drawn more like a comic book instead of just something that they just looked at the screen and just did the exact same. I mean, some of them, some iconic, images are captured in the comic books, but there's a lot of different perspectives of the same scene going on, and I found that so interesting. An incident of meltdown in Hoth from the Little Golden Books is mentioned again, where 3PO is like, I only mentioned that the princess's, lair or her room was a little cold. I didn't tell you to turn up the heat. Now he says, how are we going to clean it up? Dry it out in time or whatever he said, because it melted. And I wonder if whoever wrote Meltdown on Hoth saw that reference in the Empire Strikes Back comic book and thought, there's a short story. That'd be awesome if that was the case. I doubt it, but that'd be awesome. Han Solo talks to a rebel about a tauntaun. He says, did they die in the freezing cold? Like, no, it was attacked by an animal. They're going off that Wampa story. In fact, there's the whole scene where R2-D2 has snow falling on top of his dome, and then Wampas break through. Something that you see in deleted scenes on the Blu-ray, but they have a scene where it's just very short. It's like one panel. The rebels fight off some Wampas and then capture them in that detainment area where 3PO rips off the sign as they're running away. For some reason, they didn't show that, but they show 3PO looking at the door, saying, oh boy, my goodness, dangerous Wampas here. These are dangerous ice creatures. It's a dangerous planet, R2, I told you, or whatever, which I thought was interesting. It shows Luke's healing mask, which, it was a deleted scene in Empire Strikes Back, the little white Phantom of the Opera mask that's covering up his scar from his Wampa injury. It shows, it says that Dak was already dead upon impact. But when he got shot. When they got shot and Dak kind of passed out, he was actually dead, is what they said. So, therefore, Luke just didn't abandon a living Dak, even though I think the novel says that he was trying to pull Dak out in time but couldn't and just had to run for it. But the comic book basically establishes Dak is gone. He's dead, that shot hit him, and so when Luke lands, he's just in there with another corpse. So Luke had no reason to get Dak out. I get it. Yoda, the stick test, where Luke has to chop it up into 8 pieces. That's mentioned in the novel. That's in here. The seeker droid test is in the comic book too. And I believe that everyone says, man, as much time passed, Han, Chewie, and Leia got to the Cloud City, got captured. And so Luke must have been there for like a couple of days on Dagobah. Well, remember, Han didn't have a hyperdrive. He didn't have a hyperdrive, so it's conceivable it may have taken weeks. This whole scenario would have taken weeks. So Luke would have been on Dagobah for weeks here, and all this training would have happened in a matter of weeks, maybe even a month. I don't know. We're not really told about the time, but it takes a while. It was enough time for Boba Fett to get there, call Darth Vader, who'd been there, and maybe the torture took a couple of days too. I don't know. But either way, I think a couple of weeks went by in between all this. So all this stuff could have happened. All this training could have happened to Luke. They didn't mess up, but they changed one of the key moments in Empire Strikes Back where Leia goes, I love you. Han responds, instead of I know, he said, just remember that, because I'll be back. Ooh. Terminator reference. I don't know. I was like, wait a minute. He shouldn't say, I know. That's great. That's a great line. But, of course, maybe that wasn't in there yet. For whatever reason, the comic book said that, and I thought that was funny. The Luke Vader fight is just like the novel. Luke senses him and says, come on out, Vader. I can feel you, or whatever. He says it just like he does in the comic book. And Vader lowers his lightsaber and says, come, strike me down, young Skywalker. And then that's when all the junk starts getting hurled at him through the Force. But that scene is in there too. And then, of course, the scene where Luke is free falling, and the Falcon has to sway, like dive underneath him and catch him just in time as he's in mid-fall. Where in the movie, he just kind of fell into Lando's arms, waiting arms, like he was there. But this one kind of follows the book in that sense. Overall, Empire Strikes Back, the comic book, is actually pretty good. The comic book series is pretty good. If you have these Marvel reprints, it's worth giving a look. Like I said, it's different. It's somewhat different scenes, but different angles, different shots. It's not just scene for scene what you see in the movie. And that's pretty good. All right, folks, that's it for now. See you next time.